The second is color or shade. That is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, status on plantations, attitudes of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on the hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pit the old black male against the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slave versus the light-skinned slave, and the light-skinned slave versus the dark-skinned slave. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have you white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's make a slave. It was the interest and business of slaveholders to study human nature, and the human nature in particular, with a view of practical results. I and many of them attain astonishing proficiency in this direction. They had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men, and with every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity. They need to know the material on which they were to work. Conscious of the injustice and wrong, they were every hour perpetuating and knowing what they themselves would do. Were they the victims of such wrong? They were constantly looking for the first sign of the dreaded retribution. They watched, therefore, with skill and practiced eyes, and learned to read with great accuracy the state of mind and heart, therefore, of the slave through his sable face. The usual sobriety, apparent affectation, subtleness, and indifferences. Indeed, any mood out of the control was a form ground for suspicion and inquiry. Frederick Douglass' Let's Make a Slave is a study of the scientific process of man-breaking and slave-making. It describes the rationale and results of the Anglo-Saxon's idea and methods of ensuring the slave-master relation. Let's Make a Slave, the original and development of a social being called the Negro. Let us make a slave. What do we need? The original and development of a social being called a Negro, a slave. What did we need? First of all, we need a black N-word man, a pregnant N-word woman, and her baby N-word boy. Second, we will use the same basic principle that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining facts. What we do with horses is that we break them from one form of life to another. That is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature. Whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their offspring, we break the natural spring of independence from them and thereby create a dependency status so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. Cardinal principle for making a Negro. For fear that our future generations may not understand the principle of breaking both of the beasts together, the N word and the horse, we understand that short-range planning economic results in periodic economic chaos, so that to avoid turmoil in the economy, it requires us to have breadth and depth in long-range comprehensive planning, articulating both skill and sharp perception. We lay down the following principles for long-range comprehensive economic